What's up, guys? It's me, the AO Double X Prince, and it's my long-awaited Q&A. Yes, my end of the year Q&A. I decided to give you guys a Q&A just because I felt like it, and I was kind of bored. And you know what? Screw it. I decided to do a Q&A just because I was in a good mood. I was done with school. I said, might as well, you know, even though I don't have that many subscribers, I would ask people from Twitter, school, Ask FM, and everything, and try to get some questions going. And sure enough, not a lot of people ask me stuff. I'm kind of shocked because I think the last Q&A a lot of people asked me, but then again, a lot of people quit YouTube that asked me questions, and then not a lot of people who follow me on Twitter are friends of mine anymore on Twitter. So kind of one of those things. But for the few people that got me questions, I'm pretty happy that you guys did and made this video possible. I'm gonna try not to keep it as long as the last Q&A just because it was like a really long video. So let's just get started with this Q&A. Sorry about that. I have to get comfortable and get all this stuff going. And before you guys ask, I'm at my mom's house. I'm helping her out for Christmas and stuff. I'm kicking it in Christmas with her because apparently my dad will be working and my stepmom is currently working on having a baby. So yes, I'm gonna be an older brother or sister soon. So yay, I guess. But yeah, let's just get on started with this Q&A. Here's my phone, just in case I get extra questions as we go on. Joseph Garcia, who touched you? Yeah, if you guys saw my YouTube, you guys saw some guy kept saying, who touched you? Before you guys ask, no, he's not a troll. He's just a friend from college, just fucking around. Yeah, he's a cool guy, so don't be like hating on him or like fuck off or anything. Please don't. We're good friends. He was just messing around. He was just joking. No one touched me. I'm okay. Yes, I'm alright. So yeah, thank you, Joseph. We're starting off this Q&A, but alright, let's just get on serious. Prince of Strong Style 9v2. What's school been like for you right now? For me, college has been rough but rewarding. I agree. College is a lot different than high school, but in a way, it's so much better as far as people, because high school students, the parents are paying the students to go to school. Here in college, they're paying to go to school, and it's great seeing different people talking to you and working with you. And it's good to have those connections with people because they are the ones that will help you out and stuff. I kind of made some quick tips on college, talking about this. Me leaving New York was a huge mistake. I don't forgive my folks for taking me to New York still to this day, just because of the fact that I have to go and have to deal with school coming back and getting everything done at once. So it's one of those things where you can't miss a single day. You have to make sure you have a pretty perfect schedule, even if you're working for a job. So, and as far as the studying goes, what do you expect? It's college. It's a great experience. College has been great, and I've been enjoying it a lot more than school. So thanks for that question. He has 10 questions, by the way. Top 5 underrated movie gems of 2017. This wouldn't be an underrated gem, but this is definitely a movie that no one's talking about anymore. It Comes at Night. I thought that was a pretty good movie. I know a lot of people hate the ending, that nothing happens at the end, but I thought it was a really fantastic movie as far as what we got, and it was a pretty cool movie that made you think. Lady Bird, I talked about this movie. It was a great movie. Not a lot of people are talking about it. Lady Bird is honestly gonna be one of the best movies of this year, I guarantee you. Also, the underrated gems come out later down the year. What other ones come out? The Great Showman. I just got to see this one a couple days ago. Yeah, this is a really good movie. definitely no Prestige because you know it has Hugh Jackman and magicians and stuff. But the Greatest Showman. My apologies, I just googled it. It was a really nice little movie. It's definitely a lot different. It's not as bad as people say it is. It's okay. So I guess you can count that. How many is that? Three. I can't really think of that many underrated gems. Ooh, A Ghost Story. By the way, 2017 was a great year for horror. A Ghost Story was a really underrated movie. Uh, um, yeah, I really enjoyed this with Casey Affleck. It's a small little movie about basically a story about a ghost with a young couple, you know, dealing with this crazy person, and I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. I can't really think of that many because I really didn't see that many movies. Those are the four I could give you. Sorry. But yeah, I recommend you guys seeing It Comes at Night, A Ghost Story, Lady Bird, and The Greatest Showman. Uh, so yeah, four good movies. I couldn't think of a fifth one. I don't know what I can think of. Yeah, I can't think of anything. I'm actually looking. Oh, Daniel Craig's Logan Lucky. Yes, another great movie. I really enjoyed this one. Damn, I forgot about this movie too. I mean, that's automatically one of them. Yeah, with Daniel Craig. It's a different kind of movie. Um, Basically, it's I don't know. I don't want to spoil it because it's like one of those movies that you have to check out and see on your own. But those are definitely my five. So, Logan Lucky, It Comes at Night, Lady Bird, Ghost Story, and damn it, I forgot the other one I put. Shit. Um, oh, The Greatest Showman, which is the one I saw recently. Oops. Um, what are your opinions on movie trailers? Do you watch them or do you avoid them to go into a movie with no experience? I like watching trailers. It gets me excited. Obviously, I watch stuff like the Avengers Infinity War trailer or the Black Panther trailer coming out soon. So teasers and trailers, they're not bad. I do hate those that spoil the hell out of things like BVS. If you're one of those trailers, then you're definitely screwed when the movie comes out. As far as TV spots and stuff like that go, I really do hate them because that's when you like really don't want to know anything about it. It also depends on what you want to watch. Like if you want to watch it with not a clue of what's about to happen, or you just want to, you know, watch it just to get excited. So it really depends, especially with the blockbusters. Usually with hidden gems, usually those are the movies that you want to watch the trailer just so you're aware of what's you're about to see instead of just like just watching it for no reason. So yeah, that's my thought on trailers. Who are some wrestlers you've seen for the first time this year that you were extremely impressed with and that you want to see more? Let's see, most of the New Japan guys I've seen wrestle in the past before. I'm trying to think of some guys. I can't think of any guys because I've mainly seen everybody. I mean, I didn't really see Marty Scurll until this year, but I've been catching up with like a lot of his work with Will Ospreay and Adam Cole. So I don't know. I can't really give you an answer for that. Trying to think of some guys from other companies. I'm trying to remember some. You can say the Velveteen Dream, cause like at first I didn't like the guy, and now he's like caught on my attention. So you can definitely say that guy. Trying to think of some. What's the name of that guy who fought Kazuchika Okada? Evil. He was okay. I didn't wasn't that high on him, but it was um definitely one of the best. So yeah, thanks for that question. Um, Thoughts on the angle between Jericho and Omega so far? This question's obviously a little bit older. Recently I saw that beating with Kenny Omega attacking Chris Jericho and then Chris Jericho getting the upper hand. That was great. This is honestly how you book a dream match. Just book it like it's a UFC fight. Basically, that's what they were doing. They're basically having little interviews and then they beat the shit out of each other. They had to stop it in real life. Then you get the top name getting the upper hand on the other guy, and then you're wondering how the hell is the Omega in this case gonna beat him. So yeah, this feud has been incredible. I can't wait for the match. I hope it's as great as it looks, because I know Jericho's a little bit older, so you can't do much with him. So it all depends on Jericho's strength. His sixth question, MVP of each promotion of 2017. The only promotions I watch are Lucha Underground. I mean, you could say GFW, even though I hardly do WWE, NXT, New Japan, ROH, and I don't watch that much PWG, but I know who they are. So I guess for WWE will definitely be AJ Styles. It's no comparison. You could say Braun Strowman, but as far as who had better matches, easily AJ Styles. NXT, it's technically WWE, but I wouldn't go with it. I would say Pete Dunne easily. Ever since he won that United Kingdom Championship, he's been on a roll, taking on the likes of Tyler Bate, Johnny Gargano, Mark Andrews, Trent Seven. So Pete Dunne's definitely the MVP of NXT. I can't really think of anybody in NXT. New Japan has a lot of guys. Naito, Ishii, Omega, but easily Okada all the way. Okada's definitely your top guy. Lucha Underground, even though there were tape shows, I'm gonna have to go with Prince Puma. He won the Cueto Cup. He had the better matches, and he had a pretty good story into it, even though he lost at the very end. So I'm gonna have to go with Prince Puma just because I was more entertained with this story. Let's see who else. GFW, again, they didn't watch a lot of GFW and don't even bother with it. And I really don't like Eli Drake. I really don't. I guess either Johnny Impact or Rosemary. Those are the two that catch my attention. ROH, easily Cody Rhodes. Cody all the way. It's been his year. He could easily take over the Bullet Club if Omega plans on leaving it. Cody could easily be an awesome replacement to that faction. So thanks for that question. Seventh question. Thoughts on Kazuchika Okada being ranked number 1 in the PWI 500, becoming the first Japanese wrestler to do so, and him being the longest reigning IWGP champion. I mean, he's done a phenomenal job. His matches with Okada, Kazuchika Okada versus Kazuchika Okada, no, never mind. His matches with Kenny Omega, Katsuyori Shibata, Hiroshi Tanahashi, Tetsuya Naito. His match with Naito will be honestly one of the best matches of all time. I guarantee you. So yeah, Kazuchika Okada definitely deserves it. It definitely gives New Japan Pro Wrestling the rub, and it also gives him the push that he deserves. He's been on a roll. So easily Kazuchika Okada at number 1. First memory of pro wrestling. Now, I was more into the video games when it started. When I started watching wrestling, I was playing the Raw vs. SmackDown games when they were still called that, and we had good talent back in the day. As far as the first pay-per-view I've ever watched, I watched it with this one friend of mine. Well, he's not my friend anymore just because he's kind of... Anyways, I don't want to get behind that, but... the first pay-per-view I saw was WrestleMania 21, and of course, great opener with Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio. We had Orton and Randy Orton, Angle and Michael. So that WrestleMania 21 is definitely my first good memory of pro wrestling as far as that goes. That's how I got introduced to John Cena and Batista, and you know what? That show definitely helped me out become the wrestling fan that I am. What do you think was the worst year this year, considering all the... Okay, let me reread that. What do you think was a worse year in this year, considering all the controversy? Celebrities or wrestling? Let's see. Wrestling, it was just boring, other than New Japan. I guess I'm gonna have to go with celebrities with this whole thing of like everybody being accused of freaking sexual harassment. It's just been fucking bad. Danny Masterson, Kevin Spacey. What's the name of that guy? Andrew Stanton, I think it was, from Pixar. Who else has been accused? Fucking everybody's been accused. It's been crazy, and some of them, I deep down, I want to wish they're not true, just because some people are just doing it just to get fame. Because the thing about it is, how the fuck are all these people getting accused at the same time? So it definitely is a huge upset for me to see. And your final question. Let's end on a high note. If you could live in any movie world, which would it be? Shit, that's a good question. So, damn, that is a really, really good question. Any movie world I could be in. Cause see, all the movies I could think of, it involves with a big villain at the end or something. Fuck, I can't think of any. Fuck, that's a good question. Damn it. Fuck, I can't think. I can't think of any. There's so many that could come to mind, but I always look at the negatives about it. For some reason, like, oh, if I think of Toy Story, I could get like a crazy roommate like Sid coming in. If I live in Gotham, there's always people like the Joker and the Riddler and Deathstroke. So damn, that's a good fucking question. If it was any movie world, which one would it be? Okay, I think I got one. And you guys might think this is like a stupid idea, but I would actually like to live in the world of La La Land. Anywhere there's musicals, there's poppy stuff. I think, knowing me, I think I wouldn't be as pissed off or bored about it. It would be like every day would be super interesting. Just music pops up, like, oh shit. Some people might be annoyed by that, but I would be actually curious to see what kind of world would that be in. So yeah, Princess Strong Style, thanks a lot for those questions. You're always welcome on this channel. You're the homie. Greedy Selfish 97. What are some of your favorite Angry Grandpa videos? And rest in peace. Yeah, rest in peace, Angry Grandpa. Definitely huge inspiration to YouTube's history. Yeah, the guy was a legend. As far as some of my favorite videos, I guess I'll have to go with the one that introduced me to the Angry Grandpa when so I guess Michael was going out with Grandpa to eat, and then while that was going on, Bridget was in the house robbing him, and Grandpa gets pissed off. I was like, damn, this guy is looking crazy. He's like yelling at people and shit. Like, what, you stupid son of a bitch, I was robbed. Fuck Chinese food. It was like crazy. Or the one where he had a TV and stuff. That was awesome. So yeah, where the voice activation TV, that was an awesome one. Definitely one of my favorites ever. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm getting a text. What are your top 5 favorite bands? As far as rock bands go, there's a lot. I grew up with AC/DC, so that's obviously up there. Other ones that come up to mind, Metallica, definitely one of my favorites of all time. A lot of people hate this one, but the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I love the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I grew up with them. They're from California, so I'm from California. Obviously not the same state, of course, San Diego. But yeah, definitely the Red Hot Chili Peppers were some of my favorites growing up in the day. Trying to think of some other bands. Not a big fan of Guns N' Roses. Not that big of a fan of Guns N' Roses. Shit. Trying to think of some. Nirvana. How the fuck I forget Nirvana? Nirvana, one of the classics. Another one. I'm trying to think of some fast. Trying to think of some good bands, rock bands. Audioslave. Rest in peace, Chris Cornell. I remember I was super upset when he died. So yeah, those are it. Audioslave, Nirvana, AC/DC, Metallica, and did I say Nirvana already? Oops. Damn, I'm not good at this stuff. I keep forgetting shit. I keep forgetting my answers. Yeah. But yeah, the bands that I mentioned, those are definitely some of my favorite bands of all time. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yeah, that was last one. Damn, I'm bad at this. Sorry. I am starting to phase out of pro wrestling. What are some suggestions to help me bring me back into it? Okay. Obviously WWE is not always the number one place you should go. There's always other promotions to check out. And I learned it my way because otherwise I wouldn't see a match like Okada and Omega. And I'm not just plugging New Japan. Um, Definitely the two wrestling promotions that you should definitely always check out are Lucha Underground and New Japan Pro Wrestling. New Japan Pro Wrestling might get a little bit harder to get into just because of how because I'm guessing you're from America, and most of the people watching here are Americans. Not to be cruel or anything, but usually since Japan is in Japanese, it's kind of like you have to read in subtitles, and it does take me out of it sometimes, which is why I don't catch up with New Japan as much. I definitely watch the matches and get caught up on the stories and stuff. But yeah, Lucha Underground is definitely one you should definitely check out, bro. Um, Lucha Underground is the promotion that it'll take you back to the Attitude Era, and that's what people are missing these days. People talk about how much they miss the Attitude Era. This is kind of like a kind of a movie version of the Attitude Era. It's kind of weird. You have to check it out. Like you have like some over the top characters like Pentagon Dark being this mysterious demon kind of dude. Johnny Mundo being this cocky asshole. You have Phoenix, this guy who can't die. Mil Muertes, like the next Undertaker. So you have all these characters. So I guess Lucha Underground are some of the best suggestions you should watch. Those are definitely two promotions you have to watch. I would stick with WWE every here and there. But I know some people are kind of tired of WWE. So until it gets better and start hearing good word, I definitely recommend you to go back to it. Have you ever watched the Angry Video Game Nerd? I've heard of him. I don't think I've seen any of his videos. I'm gonna really quickly Google the guy and see if I've ever seen the guy. The Angry Video Game Nerd. Da 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 da. Okay, I've seen some of his movie reviews, but I've never seen him like games. I'm not into gaming that much, so that's definitely a reason why. So I am sorry. Seems like a great YouTuber, not gonna lie. But yeah, I haven't seen much of him. What is your all-time favorite video game? Let's see. I'm a big fan of Crash Bandicoot and Sonic and Mario and Zelda. Those are like my top 4 favorite game promotions. But as far as favorite video game of all time, I made a list a long time ago. You could check it out. But I could give you my favorite video game of all time. It's honestly everybody's number 1 at this point. And that is The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. I just want to read it right. Yeah, it's one of the greatest video games of all time, and honestly one of my favorites. It's a great game, just a fun adventure, definitely one that you should go out of your way and play. So thank you, Greedy Selfish 97. Thank you a lot for those questions. Hope you stick around. And this is the last one from YouTube. The rest of them were either Facebook or Twitter. But yeah, the last one from YouTube is WWE TV. Who deserves to fight Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania? Finn Balor, easily. He hasn't gotten his fair Universal Championship shot. I think he rightfully deserves it. I know they're gonna give it to Roman, but it's not gonna but it's gonna just piss off people. Honestly, other than Finn Balor, I don't see anybody else qualified to fight Brock Lesnar, and it's proven that Brock Lesnar is better off fighting smaller dudes. Look at his matches with AJ Styles, Punk, who else? Kurt Angle, Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit, Rey Mysterio. He's better off fighting smaller dudes, but for some reason Vince doesn't see it. I don't know why. Your thoughts on the Montreal Screwjob? I mean, it's pretty fucked up what happened to Bret Hart. I will agree with that. But as far as a business standpoint, it worked in the sense of creating the Attitude Era. It is a pretty fucked up way to start it, but if it hadn't started, I don't think it would have been as big as it was right now. And plus, at this point, Bret Hart is like really just mad at everybody and just fucking people over. So I get the stress that people have. And I do blame Vince as far as like, why would you even book this match if you're just gonna screw Bret Hart over? So it's kind of like, why the hell would you even have this match in the first place, kind of thing. So I don't know what the hell they were thinking, but I mean, one hand, I get it that it created the Attitude, but at the same time, it's like, fuck, it's pretty screwed up what happened to Brad, and I feel bad for the guy. Next question. And hold on, I'm sorry, the battery's dying, so I need to charge it real quick. Give me a minute. There we go. Sorry about that. A lot of pauses. My apologies. Yeah, what question were we? Yeah, we're on the third question. I remember answering the Montreal Screwjob, but his third question was, or her, whoever you are, what prequels were better, Star Wars or The Hobbit? Okay, the Hobbit ones were really fucking boring. The Desolation of Smog was definitely the best one, and actually a really entertaining one. Battle of Five Armies was really dull, and Unexpected Journey was such a boring way to start it. So it was like a really hard. It tried so hard to be Lord of the Rings, but it just wasn't. It could have just been one good movie, and instead we just drag out three. Hell, it could have been a 2-part movie, and I wouldn't have been mad about that. Star Wars, the prequels, I feel like those hurt me more just for the fact that they could have been done a lot better, but some of the ideas were just really dumb. So I guess because I enjoyed the Desolation of Smog a little bit more than episode 1 and 2. I like episode 3 a lot, but I think Desolation of Smog was the best out of everything I just mentioned. I guess I'm gonna have to go with The Hobbit, even though those were kind of boring too. Yeah, that's my answer. Are you a fan of the Screen Junkies? If so, what are your thoughts on the Andy Signor scandal? Yes, I like the Screen Junkies. They're the creator of Movie Fights and Honest Trailers. Andy Signor, I mean, a lot of people never liked the guy. He was always like alright for me, but then after hearing that controversy, it was like crazy. Now, for that time, I was busy with college, so I didn't hear about this till I saw the Screen Junkies update video. So they were all pretty up. I remember clicking on the video. It was Dan Murrow, Roth Cornett, Joe Starr, Hal Rudnick, and Spencer Gilbert. All 5 of them sitting there, and Andy Signal was, I mean, not Andy Signal, Dan Murrow was talking about how, like, yeah, hello, this is a really hard video to make. And since I don't see Andy, I thought he died, honestly. And instead, what happened was that Andy Signal was fired for the skeletons of women just harassing him, and it really was disgusting to see, and it just really irritated me just to see that. Crazy enough, the same thing happened with Adam Blampier not that long ago either, from What Culture Pro Wrestling, or Cultaholic, whatever you want to call it. So it's just kind of those things where and here's the difference between them two and what's been going on with celebrities. We had evidence for both these guys and what they did. We don't really, I mean, not that I know of, but I don't think we saw any evidence from Kevin Spacey other than just accusations. But, you know, we actually got evidence out of these two fuckers. So it's just a really fucked up situation, and I feel bad for the Screen Junkies and Cultaholic, to say the matter, because they lost 2 big names from both their brands. So, just hope they're doing better, and pretty sure by now they'll be doing better. It's not gonna be the same, but yeah. Like Dan Murrow said, Andy Signal was a huge part of Screen Junkies, but he is not Screen Junkies. And I think they did the right call because they don't want that kind of publicity going bad on them. So I think that was the right decision. As far as him coming back, that's never going to happen. I think they lost their trust and they're not friends anymore. Now, from what I've seen, I don't think they talk to him at all anymore after what happened. So, very understanding. And, it was... pretty devastating news when I heard it. So, yeah. Hope Screen Junkies does a good correction. Who is better, Hiroshi Tanahashi or Tetsuya Naito? Hiroshi Tanahashi is a better wrestler, but as far as a better character and as far as what he's done this year, Tetsuya Naito all the way. This guy, when he does this shit, I like mark out. When he spits on the belts, and I thought he was gonna throw the trophy on the crowd when he won the G1 tournament. But Hiroshi Tanahashi has been the face of New Japan Pro Wrestling for a decade at this point. He's people have called him the New Japan Pro Wrestling version of John Cena. And he is a really great talent. Definitely not gonna take that away from him. But yeah, I've definitely enjoyed Naito's work as far as a character. But Hiroshi Tanahashi is a better wrestler, so it's better character or better wrestler. I'm gonna go with Tanahashi just because I've seen this guy more than Naito, so I'm gonna have to go with Hiroshi Tanahashi. What is your favorite TV show ever? I don't watch that much TV. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was really into Dexter until it got bad. Not gonna lie, that last season was garbage. Stranger Things, I definitely got into that. That's great. As far as TV shows, I mainly watch cartoons these days, like Rick and Morty and stuff. Sometimes I go back and watch old Cartoon Network shows like Code Lyoko, Courage the Cowardly Dog, and stuff like that. But I don't know. I don't think I have a favorite TV show. I even try to do a list of my 10 favorite shows of all time because everybody knows I do top 10s in these shows. On this channel. But the reason why I don't do one for TV shows is because it's kind of hard to pick a favorite just because I don't grow up with TV as much. So, just saying. But those are definitely some that I could name out for you. Why the lack of music this year? Okay. Because I started school, I haven't been doing music. I have been writing, I'm not gonna lie. Hell, I even did a performance at the school. I did a little performance at the school. The reason why I didn't record it because there wasn't that many people in the crowd and it was kind of embarrassing. Just like showing a video of me performing for like a handful of people. It was kind of awkward. But I've definitely done a lot better with music. I've written so many great songs this year. I've wanted to perform all of them, but one, I haven't found the right time and place to do them, and two, I don't like perform. If I'm gonna do a performance in my house, like if I were to do a song for you right now, I definitely need to know that there's not people on the other side of watching me or something. It's kind of awkward. So yeah. Granted, I do perform at live performances, so it's kind of one of those things that make no sense. But yeah, I've written a lot of songs. The reason why I like this is because, again, just time and just the time and place. So it's just been really stressful. Your favorite thing about YouTube? I just love talking about stuff I like, man. Or women, WWE TV, whatever, whoever you are. Yeah, I've been having a great time YouTubing, just making videos. Anybody who does YouTube will tell you that it's just fun to talk about stuff you like to talk about. Even when you rant about things, it could be fun. I remember 50 Shades of Grey when I reviewed that movie, despite that movie being a piece of shit. It was a fun video to make, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like even doing it for 50 Shades Darker or something like that it's called, or Blacker or something. Anyways, I definitely do feel like doing more videos like that, but I don't know, it's just fun doing YouTube, just talking here and just having fun. It's just a great time. I love it. So thank you a lot, WWE TV. The next one, this is a Facebook question. This is the only Facebook question I got. When are you dropping your mixtape and going on tour? I don't know, man. Oscar. Yeah. This is the guy who wrote it, Oscar. I don't know when I'm gonna do my mixtape or go on tour. So it just depends on who watches and who listens and who's down to help me out. So thank you, Oscar, for that question. Yesy from these are all Twitter questions. Yesy, think that's how you say it. Deep down, do you wish you didn't have to do YouTube, at least a wrestling channel? I don't know what you mean by that as far as like, do I like doing YouTube? Yeah, I love doing YouTube. I just hate that I'll never have the right time to do it. Being a wrestling channel does get stressful because I don't always want to talk about wrestling just because sometimes wrestling is just boring to even talk about. So Yeah, wrestling does get a little bit boring to talk about. That's why I talk about movies and do songs and stuff like that. And if people don't watch it, fine, fuck it. It's just about what I want to do and just what I want to talk about. It's just about having fun about YouTube. That's personally. Yes, it does get stressful as far as having the right time to do a video here and there. And as far as how many views am I gonna get, or how many subscribers am I getting, it does get stressful, but I'm not gonna care at the end of the day. I just want to do it for whoever wants to watch it, and if you guys don't enjoy it, then alright, I'll just keep doing videos. As far as do I want to grow as a channel? Hell yeah, but I also want to do stuff I want to do. So yeah, thanks for that question. Oh, she asked another one. Was Jinder Mahal's championship run the reason WWE lost their crowd? No, I don't think that was the reason. I think the reason for that was because the writing has just been so awful. I mean, it can't just be one thing causing people to leave the crowds. It's got to be more than that. And from the looks of SmackDown, yeah, the fact that AJ Styles didn't appear for most of the shows, which was a dumb idea on their part, definitely shows a lot. So yeah, just based on who wanted to watch and stuff. So I definitely don't blame Ginger, but I definitely blame the writing for the crowd leaving. Just the lack of star power and the lack of people getting you invested and stuff. So thank you, Yessie. That's how you spell it, Yessie. So Yessie, I guess. So yeah, thanks for those questions. Next question come from. Oh shit. It's good to get at me. Next questions come from Bullet Club Fan. What happened to the wrestling crisis? Do you guys still talk? Okay, I don't know what happened to the wrestling crisis. He was a great YouTuber. He kind of left when I arrived to YouTube, which I found kind of funny. As far as did we ever talk? Yeah, we talked on Ask FM every once in a while. But I don't know what happened to the guy. And now recently, I'm gonna tell you guys a little quick story now that I remembered. Earlier, when I started my website, I didn't have the YouTube channel, and the only people I talked to were Wrestling Crisis, Lundrick, and Diesel 101 Raw, and another guy named Arthur Hawkins. I used to talk to those four guys all the time. I remember Wrestling Crisis from California, but I've never met the guy in person. And I remember we had to cut school at my school because we had a fire or something. So I'm like, yeah, there's been a bunch of fires in California, so a lot of schools were closed, or a lot of houses were like closed down or something. I don't remember the case, but people were asking me what happened to the Wrestling Crisis, and I was like, I don't know, but we're currently in California. There's a bunch of fires that's been going on, so maybe that's why he's taking a break. And apparently everybody lost their mind and thought I accused something, and that wasn't the case. My apologies again, Wrestling Crisis, if you're watching. If you're not, okay. But yeah, I don't know. People just took that thing too serious, so that was all my bad. So, oops. But yeah, I don't talk to the Wrestling Crisis anymore. I don't think he talks to anybody anymore. I think he's just done with stuff on the internet from what I've seen. I don't see him talking to anybody on Ask FM, or he closed his YouTube channel. So I guess he's just kicking it and hopefully the best for him. So what do you expect? I mean, it's his life. He can do whatever he wants. Have you ever dealt with trolls on YouTube? I dealt with them in the beginning. I remember people kept trashing me because I didn't do wrestling videos in the beginning, and I just blocked them just because I hate dealing with trolls. It's just like dealing with bullies. You can't tell them to fuck off, so you just block them. You just fuck it. So I always dealt with bullies, so I just like get rid of people like that. One crazy ass fucking story happened one time. Check this out. So this is again when I didn't have the website, and honestly, when I had the website, and I still have the website still to this day. You can check it down below. But back in the day, I used to do something called I forgot what it's called, but like the weekly talk or something. Basically, it was like a diary where I talk about what happened during the day. I give you predictions on matches and stuff. When I was still shy to be on camera, and I remember I asked everybody on Ask FM, the people that I talked to, which guys would you choose to be on a documentary if you had your own documentary as far as YWC goes. And people kept answering different questions. It was a lot of fun. And then I did my list, and apparently I didn't put some guy that I've never met in my life called I still remember this fucker's name. It was an Australian dude named Justin Troiter. So if you guys want to beat the shit out of him, go right ahead. He's in Australia. Ching ching. This guy started talking smack to everybody who was on my list, like Diesel 101 Raw and Lundrick and Wrestling Crisis at the time. And again, I really apologize for that, guys. I was a really fucking bad kid back in the day. And apparently this guy's trying to beat the crap out of us, and then eventually we all got tired, so we blocked him. And yeah, that's the story. So yeah, just fuck troll. Just honestly, if you're a troll on the fucking internet, kill yourself. Honestly, you're fucking useless in this world. If that's all you're doing with your life, just kill yourself. You're fucking useless. And I'm sorry if it sounds cruel, but it's just the fact. You're fucking useless in this world. Third question. I'm sorry for that little rant. What are the chances of NXT being as bad as the main roster? As long as Triple H runs it, I think we're good. There's no way in hell Vince wants to take over. Literally take over, no pun intended. NXT. He doesn't like NXT, so we don't have to worry about that. And plus, he's already dealing with the football bullshit. So, unless if like Triple H switches writers with if Road Dogs for somehow runs it, starts writing for NXT, then yeah, we're screwed. But I don't know. It just depends if people just get tired of NXT. So, will Daniel Bryan ever return to the ring? It's gonna happen, whether people like it or not. I definitely am one of those people that say, yeah, he should retire. If he has one more match, cool. I'm cool with that. But yeah, the fact that this guy has a concussion and he could literally die or be in serious pain, then yeah, don't get in the ring, Daniel. I know that you hate being in WWE, and when your contract's up, you shouldn't just go to ROH. And I know that people are gonna hate me for that, but I'm just watching the man's health. I mean, obviously he's not in as much pain as, say, Edge or Christian. So, but definitely if he is like legit not positive to wrestle, he shouldn't wrestle. But if he is ready to wrestle and he's cleared and he's 100%, then yeah, let him wrestle. Why not? He's definitely one of the most over guys out there. Next question from Bullet Club Fam, still same guy. Should Shawn Michaels return to the ring one more time to fight AJ Styles? No. The way Shawn Michaels retired is the perfect way to go. If he comes back, it just really just ruins that moment. And even Shawn Michaels has admitted, as much as I want to return to the ring, just the way I retired, it was so beautifully done. There's no way I would ever take that from The Undertaker and shit. So, honestly, once I heard that from Michaels, I'm like, yeah, just stay retired, man. Name a wrestler from any promotion who should really retire. Damn, a lot of retiring questions. I can't think of anybody. I guess Bully Ray, the way he just suffered that big concussion and literally almost bled a lot. I guess Bubba Ray Dudley and aka Bully Ray should definitely take off. It's the first one that came to my mind. So, and his final question: do you think CM Punk will return to wrestling? Yeah, he's gonna do it. Just as long as the man wants to. Definitely he's not coming back to UFC. Even Dana White has admitted it was pathetic. It was just a bad decision. He wasn't ready for UFC. But as far as returning to the ring, I mean, he always said, if I go to ROH, it makes no sense. The big company is WWE. If New Japan takes over, and is better than WWE in the ratings, then yeah, definitely CM Punk will come back to New Japan. Um, and as far as him coming to WWE, see, that's the thing. Because if Triple H, let's say Triple H takes over WWE, he still has beef with him in real life. So it just like depends on how the deal works. So yeah. So thank you for those questions, Bullet Club fan. Next one, Eric Cartman. South Park, Eric Cartman. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Nah, Mr. Kitty. Um. Anyways, Eric Cartman asked, an FMK fuck Mary Kill question. FMK, Charlotte, Nikki Bella, and Paige. Ooh, that's a good one. Now, because she is kind of bitchy, I would have to kill Paige. I would marry Charlotte because I would definitely like to be part of the Flair family. Woo! And I would fuck Nikki Bella. I mean, come on, it's Nikki Bella, goddammit. So yeah. Next question. Now that you're in college, have you been seeing anyone? No, I'm not dating. I'm currently single. I haven't been seeing anybody. However, I think as far as relationships goes, I think I'm gonna be done because I really just don't care. I mean, at first when you saw my early videos, I always talked about how I was in love with this girl and stuff, and I'm not quitting on trying to find a girlfriend because of that reason, because she technically wasn't the one or something like that. But the fact that I've been hurt so many times, so I just want to stop that. And two, it's just like I'm in college, man. Honestly, having a girlfriend is like probably one of my least worries at this point. So yeah, there's definitely, if I ever get back in the game and start dating, and yeah, I'll be happy as hell. Like yeah, if I'm with a girlfriend, yeah, I'm cool with that. And as far as she's cool with it and she's a nice lady, I'll be happy. But currently, I'm not taking or anything. So yeah, thanks for that question. Third question he asked, have you seen Big Mouth on Netflix? If so, your thoughts? Yes, I've seen Big Mouth on Netflix. Honestly, it's a great show. Pretty funny. I keep forgetting the kids' names, but it could honestly be the next South Park. Talks about puberty and stuff like that. I think it's a genius show. They even play it off like, if we ever do a show about talking about kids and their and them hitting puberty and having sex and shit, wouldn't that make it porn? And then I remember when the hormone monster said, as long as it's animated, I think we would get away with it. That was brilliant writing. So funny show, pretty clever with the jokes, maybe a little too far with the jokes, and even some like pretty disturbing scenes, I would say. But as far as like a show trying to do something new, I think it did a fantastic job, and I can't wait for the second season. Next question. If Vince McMahon sells WWE, who should have it? Triple H or Shane McMahon? They're gonna give it to Shane McMahon just because it's Vince's son. You just can't deny that. And honestly, I think Shane wouldn't be that bad of a decision. But yeah, if he is responsible, from what I've heard, he is responsible for that time traveling segment with the New Day and the Vaudevillains. Then yeah, just hope we probably are in deep shit, and NXT is the only thing we could rely on. But Shane isn't bad to the point where you hate it. He definitely knows how to what stars work and what stars don't work. As far as running a full show with everybody looking strong, Triple H would definitely be the right call, but they're gonna give it to Shane. Who deserves it more? Triple H. I mean, I just want a show where everybody's just having a good time. And your last question, what storyline excites you the most for Lucha Underground Season 4? Easily Dario's death. I need to figure out if Dario Cueto died, or what's gonna happen, who's gonna run Season 4, who's gonna run the temple now that Dario's gone, if he is gone. I mean, there's just so many questions, so it's like one of those, oh shit, we have to see what happens next. So definitely that's the one that left you in the biggest cliffhanger of them all. So easily Dario's death. That's the one storyline that excites me for season 4. If anything, that could take over the entire show. So yeah, good job, Lucha Underground, for get you super excited for season 4. Final question, final person that asked me questions for this Q&A. Again from Twitter. All of these recently have been from Twitter. Basically Joseph, Prince, Greedy Selfish, and the ETV. Those are the only YouTube questions. Everybody else has been Twitter or Facebook. But yeah, the last questions come from Asia MD. And she has 5 questions. Do you watch other sports other than wrestling? Yes, I do. I don't talk about them as much because it's kind of hard to talk about football and soccer. I definitely want to talk about soccer next year when the FIFA World Cup hits on. I definitely want to talk about that if I get to it. I don't know. It just depends on my schedule again. And yeah, but I do watch other sports definitely. I catch on with Super Bowls, football, of course, soccer, baseball. Of course, I'm a Padre fan. So yeah, definitely I get into the sports a lot. So thank you for that. Do you see who do you see retiring John Cena? That's a great question. I thought Roman Reigns was gonna retire him at WrestleMania, making Roman Reigns easily the biggest heel of them all, retiring Undertaker and John Cena. But I think they're not gonna do that. As far as who retires him, I think he might retire just on his own without like explaining himself. But if I had to pick it, it would probably have to be Samoa Joe. 2 friends, a match that we've never seen before, and yeah, I think it would be great. Putting Samoa Joe over and retiring John Cena is the perfect way to go. Sorry. Yeah, I think that's the perfect way to go. Samoa Joe and John Cena. Honestly, if Undertaker didn't retire and we change up the WrestleMania card, if it was Styles and Cena like I wished it was at WrestleMania 33, I think that would have been the perfect way to retire John Cena and making AJ Styles, in fact, the new face that runs the place, or the champ that runs the camp. That would have been the perfect way to retire Cena. But yeah, I think I would have chosen Joe right now. I think that's the best option. What's your dream job? If anything, I wish YouTube was a dream job, but you can't, unless if you're like a PewDiePie or the Schmozno or guys like that. But my all-time dream job is, I've always wanted to get into the film industry, write movies or talk about movies. Recently, I've been trying to get into a lot of journalism. I want to try to learn about journalism and, because I already do web designing, so might as well try to do journalism as a career, because that way I can talk about anything I want. Wrestling, movies, music, anything. Hell, other jobs I've wanted in my life, I always wanted to do a podcast like Talk is Jericho or something like that. Definitely like those. But yeah, those are definitely some of my dream jobs, because it just depends on where does college take me from here. Have you ever met any fans from your channel? Okay, most of my friends and family are already subscribed to this channel before they knew before Double X was born. You could say it's sad or anything, but nah, fuck no. It's not sad. It's just people who support you and watch your videos. Granted, not as many views, guys. I'm just playing with you guys, but yeah, most of my fans I've never really met. I mean, when I go to concerts, people talk about me, so then they're like, "Oh, it's that guy, Double X, whatever." Yeah, the Double X Prince, of course. Yeah, not a lot of people I've met. I met one guy in college. This shit was weird. I guess I was getting directions, and then he's like, "You look familiar. Have you met before?" And then I put on my glasses, and sure enough, he recognized me from YouTube. So, yeah, I think I talked to him once. That was about it. See, because on Facebook it's different. Because I used to do little videos on Facebook before I started YouTube, and that's how people knew me more than YouTube. But I don't know, meeting fans. I want to meet fans. It's pretty cool. Like, like if anything, I guess because he is my closest friend on YouTube right now. If I were to meet Princess Strong Style in real life, hey bro, if you're watching, it would be cool to meet you in real life. That would be awesome. Or Lundrick, the guy who made me even want to try the YWC Lundrick. I don't know if I don't know. I haven't talked to Lundrick in a while. I hope he doesn't have anything against me because I don't know. I always try to talk to him on Ask FM, but he doesn't really talk to me as much. I don't know why, but nothing against the guy. He's a fucking legend. For to me, he feels like a legend. But I always wanted to meet those guys. And not saying I don't want to meet any fans. Yeah, most of, I mean, because it depends on what you mean by fans, the real world or because I don't know. I've talked to many people who already subscribed to this channel like before I even started YouTube, so it just depends on the thing. But final question. What made you stop recording music? Now, someone already asked this earlier. Just again, time and just the fact that I don't want to start writing anymore. And I'll just let you guys know that I'm never gonna stop writing music. One thing made me never stop writing. So at one point I wanted to quit, but I didn't. And the reason why is because two little kids and they're basically friends. They're basically the one of my workers kids. They love what I do for music, and they get inspired to try it out. And when I see stuff like that, it brings me joy to know that I help people like that. So that those little kids and just people who are just inspired to do stuff, that's what keeps me going. As far as when I'm gonna continue, just depends. Again, time, performances. It depends on where I'm at, what I'm doing, and who's helping me, and yeah. So again, I'm not gonna stop doing music. I owe you guys a lot of songs, if anything. So yeah, I've been saying yeah a lot because I don't know why. Sorry. But anyways, that will be it for the Q&A. Thank you all for asking some questions. As far as this being the last video of YouTube, I know a lot of people like to do this. Oh, this is the last year of YouTube. I don't know. I actually might do a little rap concluding my year in real life. It just depends again on time and do I feel like it. I might do like a little like what I expect from 2018 as far as movies go. I mean, I already did anticipated movies, but as far as wrestling goes, I think I did that last year with Mania 33, or this year whenever you want to see this. Yeah, that'll be it. Let's just conclude it there. Thank you a lot for asking those questions, even though there's a few of you guys. Hopefully next time I do a Q&A, I have more subscribers and more people ask me questions. Thank you all for the new subscribers. I think those top 100 matches helped me out a lot. And again, I updated the card ever since I saw Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate from Wednesday, whenever you guys are watching this. So it's me, the ALE, Double X Prince. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, so we have more questions and more fun times. Till then, I'm out.